A good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's official coverage of Rainlight Racing's 2025 GT4 series. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right. It is Rainlight Racing's GT4 series. The boys are mixing things up a little bit to kick off 2025, and they're doing it right here. They're doing it right now with a GT4 series. They're doing it round one at Snetterton here. We're going to have some quick fire racing. It's a quick fire series. The usual suspects are on board sponsorship wise, and they are the good people at SIMBLACKS. Of course, once again, True to Life Racing Designs, Crossy 43, and this time the good people here at MATCHFIT Entertainment are on board. If MATCHFIT Entertainment are on board, that means myself, Davo, and of course J-Man are on board. J-Man, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good, Davo. Welcome aboard, viewers. Good to be back here at Rainlight for another series and another year. So
Yes.
yeah, good to see the good people here have decided to mix things up a little bit with, as you mentioned, a short, quick fire 5-round series.
Yeah.
And, some pretty cool formats too. You know, tonight, obviously, Snetterton first cab off the rank. We have got 3 15-minute races, and they'll be all backed up with obviously the qualifying sessions, which effectively are 5-minute quick fire. And then we won't get any rest tonight, Davo.
No.
Nor will the drivers, because they'll roll straight out of quali into race, and then they'll do
They
it all
will.
again.
They will.
No wait time.
Definitely no wait time. This is true quickfire stuff. So yeah, look, you guys sit back and be entertained, because this is going back to back to back, like J-Man just mentioned. 15-minute races, quali, 15-minute race, quali, 15-minute race, no breaks as the boys roll out for the first of the qualies. This is round one. We are at Snetterton, ladies and gentlemen. And like we mentioned, look at this. We're in GT4 cars here at Rainlight Racing for the first series in 2025. Looking forward to this, J-Man. Big fan of the GT4 cars, to be honest, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, do like the fact that they, tyre-wise, electronic-wise, the cars move around a lot more than we used to seeing with the GT3s, or depends. So picking up on Brandon Webley out there in the 26 car, rocking a Porsche for the series. This is a guy that I don't think it matters if it's a GT3 or a GT4. His cars generally move around, quite handy in a Mustang.
Oh, well, that's right. That's just his style, isn't it?
Ops for the V-dub, but nonetheless, yeah, cool format that these guys getting into play. Now, what's on the table here for this season's Avo? The good people at Rainlight are generally pretty innovative around A, their formats, but B, their prizes and everything going on. Is there some rules and regulations and what's on offer this season from these guys?
Well, look, a little bit of same old, okay, with the $50 weekly giveaways are back, and everybody loves a nifty 50 in their pocket just to come racing here at Rainlight Racing. So yeah, good work from the boys at Rainlight for that once again. But like we mentioned, SIMBLACKS are back on board, and actually I think we'll see if we can get a little bit of footage here. Yes, because we do have a SIMBLACKS car out on track, driven by none other than Steve Crossland. But yes, look, SIMBLACKS back on board with awesome freaking prize, J-Man. But the caveat is that you've got to compete in all 5 of these races. So we will see retention in this short, sweet series here in the GT4s. These guys are going to have to compete in all of these rounds to be eligible. And what is the prize? It is a SIMBLACKS. It is a Neo X Hub. Now, J-Man, you could probably tell me about this sort of stuff. This is pretty good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, so hey, look, those people out there that are rocking some of the this gear will know that it's very universal. And I run the pedals, don't run the wheel myself, but I tell you what, I'm sure with multi-adaptive hubs and stuff, I think
Yep.
there'll be a lot of guys and girls out there probably potentially in this field that that this would be a very welcome prize. And however, if it's not your flavour, I'm sure you could maybe trade with your mates or maybe look at something else in the lineup of the same value. I'm not sure how it all works, but nonetheless, I think that the people at SIMBLACKS do a great job getting behind the series here at Rainlight Racing. And once again, these guys put on a hell of a show, and looking forward to this. And speaking of looking forward to it, I would expect
for sure.
Brandon Webley won't be too far away from posting his first flying lap. Saw him in the 155s in official practice. So
not too shabby.
He's only gonna get over for
Here
two
we go.
flying laps as he closes in on the line.
There we go. Yes. So 5 minute qualifying sessions. Look at this. It gets across the line. There's only 45 seconds to go. So yeah, this is pretty much one lap dash, or like hot lap style stuff. Shootout style stuff. So awesome stuff. We did mention SIMBLACKS, but we will mention again. Look, the True to Life Racing Designs back on board again. Obviously, Crossy 43, the man of the moment, and rocking the SIMBLACKS car as we speak. MATCHFIT Entertainment, and of course, Nick Firth, again, supplying all this quality artwork for MATCHFIT Entertainment. Just helping with the bling for what is already a great show. These boys put on the show, though, don't they, J-Man?
Yeah, they do. So I'm just watching the times there, and
I see Dawson in second.
Yeah, 56.0 for Dawson.
Nice, nice.
Now he's got a few tenths up his sleeve. He needs a good 0.6 of a second to try and make any inroad into Webley's provisional pole time. Just looking down the field.
So, yeah, Dawson in the Chevy there, J-Man. I think same as Steve Crossland in one of the Chevys, the SIMBLACKS number 43 Chevy. A couple of notable mentions. I think we saw there Firthy in a Porsche, Webley in a Porsche. So a little bit of a mix-up. I think, who have we got? Is this Chris or Craig McConnell here as well? He's rocking the Mercedes-Benz. I suspect that might be Chris.
That's Craig. Yeah, no, it's Craig.
Oh, that's Craig. Oh, nice work. Yep. Good to see Craig back behind the wheel. We missed him a little bit at the end of last year, so good and to see Craig McConnell back. Welcome back, Bella. Yeah, the usual suspects: Tracy, Perkins, Rowe, Warren.
Improvement from Webley, and I was going to say it needed to be because Dawson was up half a second, but he's dumped a bit of it. So
go Dawson. I was racing with Pete Dawson on Saturday night, so
awesome. Handy steerer.
Definitely a handy steer. I had my work cut out for me, that's for sure. But yeah, doing well. As we just see Craig McConnell slipping up into third and then quickly pipped by Costas Makalos. Makalos puts it away. Look, these guys are done and dusted. 2 flying laps. It's done, J-Man. Yeah. That is qualifying over immediately.
So Webley taking the inaugural pole here for what is to be the GT4 series.
Absolutely. Pete Dawson and then Costas Makalos and just pipping Craig McConnell there, J-Man. We will just go to the calendar here and just have a quick look at what's going on there. And the formats of these races, you can see there, Snetterton for round 1, 3 15-minute races. Donington next week for 3 15-minute races. 2 25-minute slots at Bathurst on the 3rd of March. And then we have Zolder for another sprint round, and then we got the Nords clip. One hour sesh at Nords. Yeah. Look, I love Nords. And I love commentating. I love watching it. Love driving it. So I'm looking forward to that one, J-Man, to finish off the season. Correct. Oh, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff.
And we did just have a late entry too, so good to see. I think that's
nice.
Just jumped on the grid in a beautifully presented Audi, so cool to see that out there. I think it is a bad, handy little car for a GT4. Does go pretty well. So it's going to be interesting. Got a good mixed bag. The beautiful sound of the Maserati is out there. That's It's a cool sounding car.
Who's running in that?
So I think that is Foster. So
I think it was Foster, actually.
I think it is.
Yes, yep.
Okay. Yeah, so James Foster's in the Maserati. And then, as I mentioned, Ben Lake turning up there, getting no quali in, but still starts from the back. And what is to be a 15-car field here, takes it off the back. I'm pretty sure Prin Tracy didn't post a qualifying lap either. I did see him in the pits, and we know how handy
he can be.
He is.
Yep. Definitely. And another one of the Mercedes-Benz drivers. So Danny Kim, Tracy, and also McConnell, all in Mercedes. As we see the boys, I think we're just about to go green here for formation lap.
And look, there'll be no mucking around in this too, as we mentioned. 15-minute races, no mandatory stops or anything. It's just an absolute true definition to the word of a sprint.
Oh well, look, what did we just did a 5-minute qualifying session. They got 3 laps in.
Yeah, so, and out and 2 flying. I don't think you'll see shorter formats than what we're seeing here. So it's going to be a busy night. It's pretty much about an hour of just full action-packed either qualifying or racing. So it's going to be good.
It is going to be good. And look, the fun factor, J-Man, I think with this short racing stuff, you know, look, you just get warmed up and you're into it and you're chasing or overtaking, and then it's done, you know, like, and you're into it again. I think the fun factor with some of this really short stuff will prove to be popular, especially in these GT4 cars.
Yeah, some just a handful scattered throughout that field. I think there's around 5 custom skins in the pack, and look, even by default, some of the sort of combinations of colours that the guys have put together do look good. So for me,
yep,
I really like the look of Firthy's car. Firthy's Fifanoose. I'm not sure.
Are you going to try it?
Fifanoose. He'd appreciate you, I'm sure. Fifanos. Also,
Fifanos.
Yeah, Prin Tracy.
Put a bit more German into it.
Yeah,
he does. He does.
Entertaining.
Yep. And of course,
obviously a naming right sponsor in there as well. The SIMBLACKS Camaro of Steve Crossan always looks presentable with the white yellow.
Yeah, white, black, and yellow, always looking hot as, and obviously Crossan behind the wheel. Well, once again, formidable competitor. So one to watch. Clark just tucked in behind him there in the McLaren, and like you mentioned, J-Man, that glorious sounding Maserati of Foster, which is definitely one to watch.
So some familiar names out there, obviously, you know, called these guys before. For me, probably new names that I haven't picked up on is Lily Glass, and also I think there was, maybe it was Foster. I'm not sure if we called Foster. We may have.
I think we called Foster, maybe not at Rainlight, but we have called Foster before. But yeah, definitely not Lily. Welcome aboard, Lily Glass, and the boys and girls, should I say now, forming up here as they run down into this little back awkward little corner here. I remember them racing the GT3s here last year. J-Man, Webley, and Antoon. Hectic battle through the final corner. I suspect this will be nonetheless as exciting. Let's go racing, ladies and gentlemen. Rainlight Racing 2025. We're into the GT4 cars. We're at Snetterton. It is round 1 for some really quick fire racing here. These guys and girls have only got 15 minutes to get it done. Look at the Camaro up the outside on the Porsche.
Yep.
Webley feeling vulnerable already.
Oh, and who was that? That was that...
Someone going backwards. Kim. I think that's
Kim.
Kim.
On the outside of turn 1.
So, some of these big, powerful... cars immediately showing their performance on the start there. A couple of Camaros and the Mercedes-Benz of Craig McConnell actually all ranging up. Worcester going backwards there a little bit as well. Big pack just behind him there.
Perkins,
with
Warren,
Perkins.
and Tracy all going at it. Yep.
Yeah, Warren dropping a couple of positions. So exciting first lap here. And it's still on. Very,
not over yet.
Very tidy, J-Man. Look at these switchbacks here. Very orderly, but a lot of position changing. Class back a position.
Oh,
there's the contact.
Lee Perkins with a little bit of contact.
Oh, and just getting across on track there. That's always difficult for the following drivers.
Yeah, hopefully they can get going again. I think that's left Lily Glass and Ben Lay at the back of the pack. So hopefully not too much residual damage.
Yeah, so a couple, 2 or 3, I think, cars getting getting tangled up in that.
There's a good fight forming already for the podium with Pete Dawson, Macrolos, and it's like McConnell's just sort of crept up on the back of that pack already as they approach the final sector of this racetrack, and it does look like McConnell's kind of got away to a pretty good start. Webley doing Webley things, just trying to check out here. Dawson's doing a good job hanging with them early though.
Look, I think this is what you got to do. I mean, it's full focus, 15 minutes. You don't have a lot of time to think about it. Don't try and set any plan. These guys have got unlimited rubber underneath them. Just get into it.
Yeah, 3K an hour benefit to the Dawson Camaro over the Webley Porsche too, I might add, through the speed trap. 225 plays 222. However, the honours will go to Lee Perkins and the McLaren at 227k an hour. So that McLaren pretty handy in a straight line. If he can get himself out of that final turn, I think he'll probably put himself up beside Danny Kim. Oh, he's already done it.
So just a quick replay there on Foster losing a position. I think it was to Worcester at the time. Might have been Tracy, actually.
Yeah, Prince Tracy there. And then in the background as well, still got that Danny Kim.
Warren and Kim.
Jonathan Warren battle going on too. That's a spirited battle already. Okay, so just looking at margin once again, Macrolos, Dawson, 0.2, 0.5 back to McConnell, 0.9 back to Firth. So Firthy's Firthiness.
Firthenhausen.
Firthenhausen is right there as well. Who was that? Okay, so we've just been lay Gunter Road. Now what? Oh, Gunter got, I think, caught up in that early with Lily and.
Oh, he may have actually. Yep. Yeah, I think there was 3 or 4 cars.
Tracy and Worcester trading places again, Davo.
Yeah, nice.
So the 2 Camaros of Dawson and Macrolos, very much just a game of chess at the moment. Look, well set up, just go through turn 1. McConnell was there on entry, but just couldn't hold the shallow line like those 2 Camaros through the mid-phase of the corner. Not quite got front end, has the Mercedes at the moment.
It drives a different line, particularly on, on his setup at the moment.
Oh, action down the back. Looked like Prince Tracy going backwards, losing maybe a couple of spots. One to Worcester again, and then actually picked the pocket to James Foster. So Tracy, we've just seen him half a lap ago make that move on Worcester.
Okay, we're just picking up on a replay of Tracy's car now. The Mercedes-Benz looking pretty solid. Oh, runs very deep. Unforced error, like you mentioned, J-Man. 2 positions there.
Yep.
Worcester and Foster sneaking past. Some of these corners look very similar. Maybe just losing his bearings there a little bit. Macrolos on Dawson.
Oh, he's had a big look down the inside, but it's diminishing returns because it is a switchback there. It does go left, right, Sorry, yeah, left, right, left. So
Yep. And then, like,
He's-
even through all this back complex of corners here, there's nowhere where you back off. It's a constant triple apexing corner and then into this little flop left and onto the start-finish straight again. So very difficult back section of the track to get past on. Very close stuff there. Foster on Worcester. That Maserati just hanging in there. I think he might be down one spot, or he might be where he started there. He's gone up a little bit and down a little bit. Looking for it. Dawson on Macrolos, very close as well. Look at the Maserati turn in, easily matching Worcester's Porsche.
it does look good. It does look good.
Oh, very, very close as we just get over to the rear wing of the Porsche there. Very close. The Maserati badge disappeared underneath the wing there. And again...
Yeah, has a look down the inside, and he's actually got Worcester thinking about it, because he left the door half open into the left-hander there. What would have effectively been, I think, turn 3. Now he has another look down here up into the next left-hander. He shows the nose.
He's got him rattled. Gives him space.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's open.
Yeah, it's going to go on, and Worcester will have the rights to the next right-hander if he can live there. Through the left, up to the next right, and look at that Prince Racing.
Oh, there's the Mercedes.
Yep. And look at that Mazda. The Mazda just sweeps around the outside.
It takes about 4 corners, but he gets the job done. And the Mercedes.
Oh, look at the little bump from the Prince Racing Mercedes on the Porsche. It's just giving the Porsche a little bit of a run there.
And we're going to have 3 wide here. Down into this awkward little left-right.
How do they make that work? Halfway through the race.
Oh, and then look who's
back in the back from Danny Kim.
Perkins. They're all at it. Oh, position lost. Kim past Worcester. Perkins right there as well. This is still going on just up in front. Tracy.
Oh, Lee gets a good run.
Tracy,
Lee gets a good run out of the final turn too.
What a move, J-Man.
Yeah, it was a good move.
Oh, Tracy bumps. That was hilarious. Oh, no.
Oh, Macrolos gets Dawson. Macrolos just sweeps around the outside of Dawson between 3-4, I think.
Let's get a replay on that. Oh, different lines there out of the right-hand hairpin. The grunt. Oh, it almost looked like...
McConnell now.
Dawson missed a gear. Something happened there. Dawson just did not get off the corner. That car looks slow, and McConnell passed as well. What is going on? What is happening?
Yeah, he doesn't look comfy for a car that was pretty racy sitting in second position. He's all of a sudden found himself
going backwards
and vulnerable for
Firth.
Here comes Firthy around the outside.
Dawson's got an issue. He's got an accelerator issue or something. That car, not...
See if we can get some telemetry on that. See if we can get inside.
He does not look like he's getting full throttle. Crossland now.
Yeah, I think he is. Has he got a fuel issue? Because he's losing it.
Where are we? 5 minutes to go. Little over 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes. And counting, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Didn't the dynamic of that race change? Danny Kim starting to range up on fire. As we see Dawson just going backwards.
Expect to have maybe a chance for a pit stop here because he's going incredibly slow. No. He's still 100% on the throttle. Down the front straights. I'm not sure what's going on there, but McConnell now half a second away from Macrolos.
Macrolos.
Brandon Webley, Costas Macrolos, Craig McConnell. That makes up the podium. Firthy, another 2.4 back. Crossland. He's been the quiet achiever throughout this race as well. He's up to P5. Starting position for Crossy. He is up 2 spots. Started out of P7. Dawson down 4 spots. Bryn Tracy up 7. Remember, we saw
Oh.
him pretty much from the back of the pack.
Yep.
We did have another late joiner as well, and that was Sam Wozniak. And he is in a Porsche as well. So he sort of crept in right at the last minute there. Not sure if I saw him on the grid or whether he's just entered from pit lane, but we do have 17 out there now.
Yep.
But yeah, so biggest mover would be Bryn Tracy, 7 spots. We also got Danny Kim still battling with the Maserati of James Foster.
Yeah, look, the camera's been on this for a couple of minutes, J-Man. These guys, you can just see the intent from Kim. The clock is winding down. These guys have got a couple of laps left in it. Getting close. And like you mentioned, the McConnell battle going on up the front. These guys up Macalos and McConnell about half a second apart, as is Foster and Kim. Actually, Foster and Kim, look, that gap has closed.
It is closed. Oh, and did you see how sideways Foster was there? Hanging it out in the Mazda. But you can see the strengths and weaknesses in these cars. So for me, looking up the front with Macalos and McConnell, McConnell's car looks to be hooked up in the rear, but doesn't have enough in the front, as opposed to Macalos. The front of that Camaro looks good, but when they come down through that final sweeping right-hander, that Camaro is just teetering on the pendulum of getting sideways.
Isn't it what? Who else is getting in on that battle?
With Lily Glass as well.
Yeah, Perkins just starting to weigh in on that little Foster Kim thing going on there. So yes, Gunther now ranging up and very close. Very, very close, J-Man.
Having a look up the inside.
Oh, there's been room left by Glass. Oh, and out the outside.
Can he get a switch back here? Get the drive. Get a run. Maybe show the nose down into this next left-hander. How good is Lily under brakes?
And the punch of the Mercedes out of the corner there. Again, leaves space. Oh, yeah, left-hand kick coming up and gets it done. Nice work from Gunther there. Lily making him work for it though, J-Man. 3 corners or so to get that executed. So back to Kim Foster.
Yeah, so I feel like Danny Kim's kind of got the front of that working pretty well, as opposed to maybe the likes of McConnell. Track position's obviously key. Just want to see Kim come through this corner here. Yeah, you can just see they just struggle to hold it tight in there. The Mazda look really, really good, as we did just hear the call from race director Brandon Webley is already on the final lap.
Yep.
As he rockets out of turn 2 with around about 6.5 second lead. In such a short race, that's a pretty phenomenal effort.
It is.
0.3 last lap round, 55.1 to be the fastest lap of the race. So he's doing a great job out there. And who was that? Lily Glass. Who was that? Matty Clark gets through.
Yeah, looked like Glass might have had an unforced error there. Just pick it up on the replay. There's re-entering the track, and Clark easily passed, taking advantage of that.
So it's now or never for Danny Kim to try and bridge that 0.3 of a second on this last lap. There's around about a half a lap to go.
Dawson starting to range on the back of Crossland. Another Chevy v Chevy battle here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what went on there in the mid-phase of that race, because he was at all sorts, running P2 and then all of a sudden dropped back 4 positions.
Really pushing hard, Dawson.
Very, very hard. Crossy up to the task at the moment. Danny Kim, Lee Perkins. Now that's a half a second. Half a second's the gap between Foster, Kim, Perkins on this final lap. And we will probably pick up on what will be Brandon Webley rounding out the final corner to come and take the pole and victory number 1 for race 1, season 8 here in 2025 at Rainlight Racing. Well done, Brandon Webley.
Makalos second across the line with McConnell in tow. Firthy not that far behind J-Man. And then this, look at this. Crossland Dawson. Bam, bam.
Close.
How close is that?
0.1.
Tracy out on his own there.
And then we have the Foster Kim Perkins.
Yeah,
so
close, those guys. Worcester and Rowe, like,
that's
at
tight.
it.
Oh, Rowe's going to have a run here.
Oh, yeah. Looked like Worcester looked a little awkward into the braking area there, went deep.
It's going to be tight, but it's going to be a little too late. He's going to range up, but not quite. Well done. Good battle there, Worcester Rowe.
Clark, 13th.
Matty Clark. Over Glass, Warren, Lay, and Wozniak to round out what is the 17-car field here for race 1. Good stuff.
Yeah, short, solid field there. J-Man, 17 cars. Good stuff. Just watching Wozniak just round that final corner. Or is it Lee, should I say? A little bit beaten up. I think the old Audi there, late comer to the race, J-Man. Maybe not a lot of practice there for Lee. So very, very little preparation. J-Man, that is race 1. Take some notes. We're not going to do driver interviews for obvious reason in between races, because these things are going to fire off pretty quickly. But we're going to take some notes, see if we can get a rough idea on who should come out and be worthy on the podium, and who should be worthy of having a chat with Davo, myself, and J-Man at the end of the evening. Race 1, round 1, done and dusted. Quick fire stuff, 15 minutes. Wow, that is fast stuff. $50 giveaway again this week, as per Rainlight Racing standards. $50. You're going to get $50 just for turning up if they spin the wheel and your name comes up. And at the end of the series, if you complete all 5 rounds over this 5-round GT4 series in 2025, you will be in the draw for the Neo X Hub, J-Man.
Yeah, good stuff. Absolutely. So I'm just trying to get a read on where we're at session-wise now.
Next round is Donington. Same format, ladies and gentlemen. Another 3 15-minute races at Donington. That's going to be awesome.
Yep. Well, good opportunity, viewers, just to grab something to eat and drink, or eat, whatever pleases you. But I don't think it'll be too long before these guys fire into action again for another quali session. And we do see that the grid is reset. Here we go one more time. Second of 3 in the quali sessions tonight. And they all fire out. They understand the importance now, after completing that first one, that it is an outlap. And if you've got your ducks in a row, you'll get 2 flyers. So you can see them all scrambling out there to get that done.
Yeah, it's a mad scramble, isn't it? Straight away.
Gunther Rowe, first cab off the rank again, gets out there, no mucking around. It's not even a half warm-up lap. He looks like he's well into it.
Yeah, just lean on it straight away, and yeah, just get some heat into those tyres. They got pretty well really one good shot at it. They want to hit a banker, I suppose, in that first flying lap, and then they can have a good crack in the second one. But they got to get out early. And I mean, look, when everybody wants to get out early, or they have to get out early, not a lot of space on track, J-Man, and that's wherein lies the problem for these guys here, just trying to find that little bit of space in a short qualifying session and get it done.
So it'd be interesting too, because the more the series goes on with obviously the manufacturers that we've got in the GT4s, it'll be interesting to see who tries to align themselves. I see Crossland. Now he's tucked up in behind Macrolos, I believe.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Get a bit of a
you know,
teamy thing going on there.
well, it's a Camaro, so he knows he's probably not going to catch him down the straight, being the same manufacturer, but he could get a good tow, and it's, you know, Macrolos's first result was solid, so probably not a bad yardstick to put yourself up against. Where is
as we just saw out on the back straight there, a lot of weaving going on throughout the grid as they run down the back straight. They're trying to get some temp in those tyres before they go into that little back sector there, that big long right-hander and a little flop into the left there. And look at this, on this first lap.
Here. Look at this ploy here from Webley. He just let the whole field go.
And picks up the back.
Yeah, just want to try and get a read on that. I don't know what that is. So that's him just looking for space because he's let every single car go.
He's got to leave enough gap for 2 laps. And look, he's backed off again, Jamie.
Yeah, he may only get one. And oh no, if he gets across with as long as he gets across with about a 1:56 left on the clock, which he's comfortably going to do.
Easily going to do, yeah.
Yeah, this will be well managed. So.
As long as no one in front of him's too slow. But look, this is the good thing about this stuff. It keeps the boys thinking, and you know, they're strategizing, even in qualifying, even in such a short qualifying. So awesome stuff.
Yeah, I can tell you, James Foster didn't make it out of the pit lane for this one, from what I can see.
No, it doesn't look like it.
With the clock already at 1:40, he won't have enough time to get round. So that car will start off the back. And look at that, the number 3 car, aka Maverick, Phil Antoon on the grid, starting from pit lane because he won't
make a lap either.
Complete a lap, but they won't bother Phil.
No, what's he rocking there?
Camaro.
Chevy. Yep. So just picking up on Steve Crossland in the number 43 SIMBLACKS Chevy Camaro. They're just sneaking past. I think that was the Craig McConnell Mercedes. Yeah, with a little bit of an off-track excursion there. These guys in qualifying now, just finishing off their first flying lap. Now this is the banker, really, isn't it, J-Man? Just get a lap in, hit it, and then go hard the next lap and see if you can better. So,
okay, 55.8 for Macrolos, 57.3 for Croston, Tracy, and 56.3, 59 for Lily.
It's all happening pretty quick.
Going to see a time shortly come through.
We didn't hear back. We didn't know what happened to Dawson at the back end of that race either, so that'd be interesting. Little conversation to have.
So Webley about to come through and bang his lap. If he's got this right, he should be somewhere near the pointy end. 55.550. That is perilously close to the time he ran for the first banker.
First quali.
Q1. He banked a 55.5 and then backed it up with a 55.3.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty quick, isn't it?
He's he's on the button with where he needs to be, and more importantly, he did get across the line just for another lap. However,
only just.
Does have a little bit of traffic a little bit further up the road.
Tracy looking hot as well. J-Man, he's got a good half a second up. Could upset Macrolos as well, but Macrolos responding with a 10th or so up his sleeve. So, interesting stuff. Dawson up on his time. Crossland up on his time in the number 43 SIMBLACKS Chevy Camaro.
McConnell needs to get this lap right too, because he didn't bank one the first one. If you called him with an off track,
so he was off track.
Clean.
So well down. Currently sitting in 16th. Actually gets through that same corner neatly this time. Works his way down to the final corner.
Macrolos with a time that's going to threaten Brandon Webley's. Oh, not quite. And Webley didn't really have anything in the bank either. We're about to get this read as well from Craig McConnell.
Craig McConnell went 4th, 5th. So, quick succession there. Webley improving. J-Man.
Yeah, he has.
No one's got his
couple of
measure. Looking at my board here at the moment.
Perkins. What has Perkins got? He's a couple of seconds up on his 58, so he's going to move up, knock Craig McConnell down 1, Perkins to P5,
Yep.
McConnell drops to P6, Firthy 7th, so Matty Clark with a good showing that next one.
And Webley with a 55.0, Jamie.
Yeah, wow, that's very, very quick. Very, very quick. So
okay, so we did just quickly mention, who did we get? A latecomer.
So we did get, we got Sam Wozniak previous race, and then we also got Maverick, aka Phil Antoon, that'll be starting off the back of the grid for this one. So
I think we got Lay as well, was late in the Audi.
Ben Lay did make the grid for round 1, race 1. Yep.
Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are for race 2 in round 1 at Snetterton for the 2025 Rainlight Racing GT4 Series. 5 rounds. Very quick fire stuff. We got 3 15-minute races here tonight. This is the second race of the evening. The boys are just finished, boys and girls, should I mention, just finished qualifying, and we are about to hit it again. J-Man, super quick stuff in the first race, as you would expect. These guys don't have any time to think about strategy. They just got to knuckle in and get going, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, going to be interesting to see what James Foster can do, also with Maverick as well. And then also another one for me will be Dawson out of P9 on that quali. We saw him going backwards halfway through the race in race 1. Just not sure what happened there. I might just grab a quick word from Pete, an old mate of ours. So we'll quickly grab him down as they've got 30 seconds to go. Pete, you got your mic on tonight, buddy?
Yep.
G'day, mate. Hey, look, just thought we'd just catch up just before you kick this race off. Now, look, strong start to race 1, and then we saw you falling back. It looked like you had a mechanical issue there, Pete. Was there something going on?
Yeah, I must have plugged out the TC and it was stuck on, and I did a whole lap, lost about 6 seconds before I realised.
Oh, okay. Traction control was on. Okay, so what was going on there?
All right,
there you go.
Or something, and that was enough, because we saw you lose 4 spots in about a lap or a lap and a half, mate, and it was uncharacteristic because you had some serious pace. So, look, starting from P9, the boys have wound up the wick here for Q2. Got a bit of work to do, but you're up for it.
Should be a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely. And how does that car feel around here, Pete? All good?
Yeah, I could do with a bit more horsepower, you know. I've been enjoying the other cars we've been racing.
Yeah, nice.
But hopefully we'll have a good battle this time and be a bit of fun.
Yeah, plenty of good company around you, with obviously Danny Kim in front of you in the Merc, and then you do have another Camaro sitting behind you, and Steve Crossland. So you have a pretty good ding-dong. Only finished a 10th of a second behind him at race 1. So go well out there, Pete, mate. We'll be watching. All the best.
Thank you. Yep.
Pete Dawson, everyone. Always up for a chat. Very, very nice man. And quick.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Dave, you actually up there racing Pete Dawson in the weekend in a BMW M1, I believe, and with good results too. So, yeah, that would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Hard man to keep up with or stay in front of, depending on the situation. So, yeah, awesome stuff. Here we are at Rainlight Racing, like we mentioned, SIMBLACKS sponsored GT4 Series, 5 rounds. You got to jump in on this stuff, guys. Look, actually, if you haven't already jumped in, you're nearly missed out. You got to get in for this last race at least. Got to race in every round in this series to get into the draw for the SIMBLACKS Neo X Hub. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a giveaway at the end of the series. Random draw as is the $50 giveaway at the end of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, SIMBLACKS, True to Life Racing Designs, Crossy 43, and of course ourselves, MatchFit, for jumping on. Showing these guys some solid broadcasts and comms, J-Man. Race 2, don't expect anything less than what we just saw.
No, 100%.
As the guys and girls starting to sneak around to the back section of the track here. Plenty of time to form up through this big, long, multi-apexing right-hander. Shit of a corner, to be honest. And then they flop into this little, tight little left-hander here. Loving the, I think it's the Macrolos police car with the checkers on it. Is that it? Yes, I think that's Macrolos in the Chevy.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
So loving that that livery there. Webley in front, Macrolos second, Clark, Tracy, Perkins, McConnell, Firth, Kim, Dawson, and Crossland in the 43, number 43 Chevy Camaro, SIMBLACKS Camaro. We're about to go racing, ladies and gentlemen, here once again at Snetterton. Round 1, race 2. Let's boogie. Look at the jump again.
Good start from Macrolos.
And the McLaren of Clark. Look at that. Looking down the inside.
Lockie clears the
Tracy,
nose too, more importantly.
Yeah, Tracy as well. Looking strong. Go back. Perkins down a position. I think Firth.
Oh, Perkins big under brakes to turn 2. Down the outside.
Oh, just a little bit touch. Clark there. I think that's McConnell and Clark back there.
Yeah, Matty Clark around.
They keep falling forward here. To see Firthy hung out to dry there. Looks like McConnell might be trying to redo things there. We got a little bit of hip and shoulder down the straightaway, and again, a little bit of contact into the left-hand hairpin.
Who was that? That was Worcester around. She's all the feelings come out here for race 2.
Yeah. Might have got a tag. Was it on Dawson? I don't know. Was he that high? I think
McConnell's a long way back, but he may be still trying to readdress what was, I think,
the tap earlier in the race.
Matty Clark. Now Webley putting all sorts of pressure
immediately
down on Macrolos straight away. So I think that Porsche's very, very good on the infield. Got Prince Tracy a lot further up now. He's running out of P3. Wozniak, Pete Dawson exchanging positions just in the last lap. Pete Dawson incredibly wide as they come down through this final sector. There's all sorts of feeling in there, but more importantly, what is the Camaro got down the front chute against Webley's Porsche? Can the big general just
can it do it? Yeah, I mean that's it. That is the battle, and it's Snetterton. That is a battle, isn't it, for the Chevys?
Yeah, look, he looks good at the moment.
Does
Macrolos with Webley.
I think you called it earlier when we were watching the Chevys v the Mercedes, and they're pretty handy on the turn in. They do get off the corner pretty solidly once you've got them turned in. So, and they're showing a good, clean set of hills there for Macrolos. Into it straight away. Police car out in front.
Yeah. Maverick on the move, mate, up there from P18 to P11 already. He's just
no
cleared,
surprise.
James Warren. Who we got here? Jonathan Warren and James Foster. He's through on those guys. Worcester Clark battling.
Worcester Clark McConnell, I think that is tucked up in behind him as well. I think that's Lee as well in the Audi. Not far behind. Clark working hard, I think, to keep these two behind him.
Very hard.
The Porsche and the Merc, pretty handy round Snetterton. Not sure about Clark's McLaren.
Mazza's got a run here. also, mate. So that's James Foster and Jonathan Warren, but he couldn't make anything of it. He got the drive off the corner, and that was all that it had.
On the brakes, though, doesn't it range up?
Does, looks good. So we've got one eye on Macrolos Webley and another one on that battle there with Foster and Warren. Oh, he's trying to look down the inside. Tough place to get the car down.
Oh, look, near impossible, but it's all about just forcing that little bit of, just forcing him to run wide a little bit and just be a little bit offline for that final corner. Gives him a run across the start-finish line, but again, to no avail. He just cannot get the overlap.
Maverick. Oh, Maverick gets it wrong and tags Wozniak.
Oh,
Both of them
big.
in the
Oh, and they're across. Look at the gap.
Who was that? Was that Warren just went sailing off into the abyss.
Oh, look, we got it on
the
replay from the helicam here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these guys threading the needle through all of that.
Yeah, and then unfortunately,
Lily Glass as
brake
well.
pedal.
Oh my God. So scary stuff there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, it just, look, the presence of mind, look, the skill from the guys and girls coming through from behind, because these guys are passengers in these cars by that time. They don't really have much control of where it's going to land on the track. And so, yeah, the guys and girls coming through, really nice work to keep all that together. Webley, Macrolos is getting close, J-Man. We've got
that's a cool battle. And
Crossland on cool. Kim, and it's now Glass, Clark and McConnell really close together in the background there. So
Clark with a run. Oh, and he sends it down there. Can he pull it up? I think it was going to be hard to arrest all that speed. He was just so deep down through the left-hander there.
And now, look, McConnell's taken that position and just taken up that pressure.
Pressure on Lily straight away.
On Lily straight away. So she's got no let up there.
55.780 plays a 55.490 last step around for the leaders. That's Webley with the slightly quicker time. So he's
look at it. Look at this.
And Macrolos parks the car in the middle into the braking zone there. Kind of gave Webley nowhere to go. So he's already on the defensive, and that'll be music.
Oh, McConnell on glass. McConnell on glass. It's just...
Oh,
look, he covered
though in the end.
And covered the line too into the second corner. So yeah, McConnell with a great run out of the final corner. Really put the pressure on as we see the bollards flying there. Just making room. But Glass onto it. Covers the line into one, covers it into two, and again, oh look, loads of pressure.
Heaps of pressure. McConnell Glass is definitely, oh, here it is, here's the move. Oh, look, and Glass didn't want to give that up, went for a late lunge. Hit Perkins right in the hunt as well, so it's a good pack of four there, and who's off the back? Worcester as well, trying to drag Ben Lay up as well.
Just picking it up on the replay there, yeah, just a little unforced error there, a little run wide through the little left-hander. And that's all it took, and now Perkins looks like passed as well, so...
And that's what Webley's looking for. Look at the gap between Webley and Macrolos right now as they head down across the line. You couldn't get that Porsche any closer underneath the big wing of the Camaro.
Nah.
He's right there, but this Camaro looked pretty good into the entry phase into one. Yeah, he just pulls a little margin in there, and then Webley will just catch back up as they come off and head down to two. Be good under brakes for Webley here. Can't do anything but follow through there, mate.
I'm surprised. The braking performance of the Camaro is impressive. It looks like such a bulk of a car, and I would suspect it handles like one too for these guys. But yeah, lots of work going on there. Oh, and Clark passed.
Yeah, just snuck it down the inside there. Crossland still battling with Danny Kim and Firthy and watching Brief just that little bit further back, about just over a second. And he hasn't been able to make too much inroads on that. The times are pretty static, 56.5, 6.3, 6.5 are the numbers for Kim and Firth. So very, very close there. Last lap around for Macrolos, 6.1, 6.0 for Webley. I think Webley's kind of hamstrung here. The pace being set by Macrolos, and Macrolos doing a brilliant job of just placing the car everywhere he needs to.
Oh, look,
pretty much every corner.
I'm sure Webley would. funny to say, but I'm sure he'd be hoping for a pit stop right now. But
who Webley?
Yeah.
Based on his performance last Thursday night, I don't know about that.
But he's clearly getting held up, I think, by Macalos's pace, and can't do much about it here at Snetterton.
Oh, good line off of there.
Chevy bouncing off the curve there for Macalos.
Used every bit of the available real estate that time. And who's that? Wozniak Glass.
Yeah. Passes well. Glass moving backwards quickly. Clark actually ranging up on the back of Worcester as well. All of those guys and girls have been just sort of locked together in that mid pack.
Oh, Crossland must have had a big look at Danny Kim then, and it unwound itself to being back to about 6 or 7 tenths of a second. But I think there was a potential pass there, and it just unravelled to probably being on the wrong side of the real estate.
Clark on Worcester gets it done.
Does get it done. Oh, Macrolos a little wide.
It's only going to take the slightest mistakes here. These guys so close. Under 5 minutes to go here in race 2 here, round 1 at Snetterton for the Rainlight Racing 2025 GT4 series, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Yeah, well, this is an interesting scenario, viewers, because if you only just tuned in, Webley took out race 1 by some 7 odd seconds over Macrolos. Now, the tables are turned. Macrolos got the jump off the start and has managed to hold it up to this point. So, should Macrolos hold this first position? Oh, and Webley wide, but he may come back here.
It looked like he almost was a little bit unsighted.
Race 3 with equal honours for the round.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting to see how this one shakes out. Oh, and Macrolos very, very wide through the first of that right-hander stage. Grabbed a little bit of grass, got a wiggle. Incentivised Webley. Webley having a big look now.
And just from the helicam there, J-Man, you can see the toing and froing, the gap changing around that right-hander. That big right-hander before the final left little kink there.
Yep.
And
toing
just
and frying is Matty Clark and Lily Glass. But yeah, you're right. It's
and Macalos again, sideways off turn 2, J-Man.
What's he got to do? He's got to. Look, he's going to be on the right side for coming up to the left-hander. But if he's got to come and shut, no, look, he does sweep back across out to the optimal line.
He's got a couple of laps yet to go, though. I mean, look, he's looking vulnerable, to be honest, isn't he?
He is looking vulnerable. And who's that? That's Wozniak and Clark. So Clark's on the move.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, no.
Whoa.
What happened there? What happened there?
I'm not sure. I didn't see what happened there. Webley off.
So it looked like Macalos went deep, ran deep. Oh, okay. No, he didn't. It was actually Webley totally missing his brake marker, shooting down the inside to miss Macalos and throwing the car off the circuit.
Oh, yeah.
Sacrificing it.
Yeah, sacrificed himself rather than his competitor. That's a pretty cool move, you know, for a sim racer to just really put everybody else first. So that's cool. He just got it wrong. However, back to 5th. So he's, still in a commanding position as far as points-wise. He's looking good, but Macrolos, 4.5 seconds now to Tracy, with probably what will be, where is Macrolos? There's only going to be one more lap to go.
Surely,
After this one, yeah, there is. So, good position. Mavericks on the comeback. Look, it looks like Wozniak, Worcester, Worcester's had an incident. He's going backwards. I think Wozniak's probably got momentum to get past him as well.
Yeah, I think the camera's just picked up a little bit of contact between Worcester and Glass. Worcester looks like he's just readdressing that right now. Glass back through. But yeah, Glass just looks like losing focus maybe a little bit in the Aston and been falling back through the field. Maybe tyre issues, maybe not long to go though. Makalos out in front, Tracy in second, Kim third, Crossland, Webley, Firth, Dawson, Rowe, Foster, and Craig McConnell rounding out the top 10. Wozniak on glass. Warren on Lee, Warren sideways.